I'll be honest, I'm 55 years old. I'm a commercial food photographer, been doing that for 25 years. Discovered this program. I was taking online non-credit courses through Tish, filmmaking stuff, working towards a certificate, and then this program popped up, and I was like, well, let me look into it. It was a little daunting at first, but I applied, I got in, and here we are. I mean, it's a great experience. But that's kind of who I am. I'll turn it over to. I'm gonna put Steven on the spot. Go, Steven.
I moved to New York in '91, started off in fashion photography, but knew I eventually wanted to end up in filmmaking. So I sort of worked my way through each aspect except makeup and hair on all the things you needed to know about cinematography, sound, um, building sets. I was involved in theater for a while, acting. I studied acting for a while. And then along the way was making films, short films. And then when I had sort of reached the end of my rope and thought, okay, well, I don't know where else to go from here, voila, David shows up. And here we are.
So, hi everybody. My name's Sinedra. I am a New Orleans native, but I live in South Korea. I think I'm the furthest out for this program. And just like Kevin and Stephen mentioned, I've wanted to study my master's for a while, and then David popped up, and it happened. It was amazing process. Really, just enjoy applying. It's such a great process for you to also build your confidence applying. So that did a lot for me to apply as well. Even if I didn't get in, I was still like, I felt good about the process and just so happy that this degree was available. A little bit about my profession. I'm currently in a new role. So I'm a director of community and global trips at a school in South Korea. But before that, I was teaching film. So I was wondering, just how challenging it could possibly be. And it's like, it's perfect. The level of expertise is amazing for someone who's been teaching film for 12 years. There's still so much for me to learn. And the level of support and attention is unmatched. I'm so far out and I don't feel like I'm necessarily missing a beat. As you can see, I got Kevin and Steven. We have some good little jokes, and we don't even see each other a lot, but we still were able to build that energy with each other through the course.
Hi, I'm Kay Gunn, and I'm in New Jersey. I'm Montclair, which is 12 miles west of New York City. So I was one of those kids that grew up Broadway theaters. So I produced theater, and this was such a great opportunity for me to get into more TV and film. I have a background I'm an emeritus of a company that does personal management. So prior to that, I had been a theatrical agent, all in New York, and it has led me to this point that producing theater, and then how do you take it a step further? And it's media producing, and so you kind of expand on the foundation. And I have just had amazing experience, as you can tell. You get into this program, you got to take care of yourself. So, so yeah, it gets involved, but the support is amazing. David, the first teacher out of the box, you couldn't have been in gentler hands. And my first group was Sinedra and David and I'm sorry, and Kevin,
Ariana,
and
Ariana.
now I have Stephen, and it's all good. It's such a wonderful experience, and it just feeds everything that you'll know in life, whether you've been in the industry or not. You will find a piece of your life in every assignment that you do. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you, NYU, and thank you, everybody. And David, you've just been marvelous as a launching pad. I appreciate it.
The availability of our instructors, like David has made him well, and they all do. Sophia's our instructor right now, and also Alexis. But David, the first semester, he was so available. He still is because he's running the program, but you could reach out to him on his office hours. He's always in communication with you if you have any issues or whatever. It was just, I never expected that, and this kind of answers the first question in a way. I never expected that from an online learning program. You think you're going to sit down and watch the computer monitor all day long and scribble some notes, and there's so much interaction. And like Kay was alluding to, we're broken up into these crews for various projects in addition to your individual assignments. And so you start to meet all these people. Stephen and I haven't got to be on the same crew yet, but we're constantly in contact with each other. So you have that sense of community without being sitting right next to the other person. But I'll let my other peers speak to that.
I agree completely, Kevin. That first assignment was amazing. The group was amazing. I was actually in the middle of a parent workshop, and I know you remember that, Kevin. And when I didn't have to speak, I would like hop out. I was like running around with my laptop, and everybody was laughing. It was good. The energy was great. I would say, definitely David being available the way that he is, and especially given my schedule. Like you guys are on Monday, I'm on Tuesday. It's 9:30 Tuesday for me, and David just made himself available to me whenever I could. But what was most surprising, and it shouldn't have been surprising because it's Tish, is the level of detail and the work that goes into the video lectures is mind-blowing. Like it is so good. And when I first sat down as a film teacher, I thought, okay, here we go. Let me just like this could possibly be a snooze fest, but I'm ready to take all this information in. And I was just hooked like it was a film. The pacing, the lighting, just in the content, the videos that they pull in to support the information that they're sharing, like it's definitely top of the notch. You're locked in. So once you almost forget that you need to take notes. So you probably have to go back and take notes. So I was really surprised by that level of detail.
So I will say that my biggest concern in the program was because we were not ever going to be in the same physical presence with each other, that it would affect our ability to connect and make real collaborative things together and just connect as people, because that's really what this is, a big part of what this is about. And yet that's exactly what's happening. As what Kevin was saying with my fellow crew, it's so all of those concerns went out the window.
You really have to be engaged in your living room, your office, your bedroom, wherever you're working from, and you have to be engaged different times of the day, and you really don't know when and where you have to do the work and check in. So that was a little daunting for me, because I thought, oh, it's a certain hours and everything. And it's like, no. And then my friend Stephen and I, we burn a lot of midnight oil. So we have conversations, at dawn, still working on assignments. So, but it's important because it engages you like nothing else can.